Hello Tankers, it's Mad and welcome to an episode of Not Power Creep. Update 3.8 has been released the last few days. Some nice stuff in it actually, I'm fairly happy about, to be honest. You did get an extra tier 8 heavily armoured premium tank that fires APCR, it's standard ammunition. Yeah, but also in the same patch was some buffs to some older premium tanks, really needed buffs. So the Lerva, that got some gun depression, I think it got some armour as well. That was very nice, makes the Lerva very playable. The SDA2 got some nice buffs, that was a pretty decent tank anyway, so some buffs to that is only going to make it better. My 112, that got a buff, if you can call it a buff. It only needs about another 17 buffs and I might want to play it. Anyway, on to this tank though. Panther 88. It's basically a tier 7 Panther with a small term turret and the long 88mm. It did suffer before because it only had 5 degrees of frontal gun depression and I think 8 over the sides. So they've buffed the gun depression over the front from 5 to 8 degrees. Doesn't sound huge, but that's 60% more. And 60% is huge. That's over half. Yeah, so well happy with that. And they've also buffed the track traverse and the engine power. And that was its biggest drawback before. You kind of really needed an E50 or an E50M crew to drive the thing even slightly decently. You know, E50s and E50Ms, their track traverses aren't good, so you tend to run clutch braking and off-road driving on those sort of tanks. Yeah. So, yeah, but now you don't really need that sort of tank-specific crew to get it to work. Any old German crew will work in this thing now. It's really nice to play. It's a lot more like the Tech Tree Panther 2. And that's what it should be like. It should be like the Tech Tree version, but just not slightly as good. That was the whole idea of a premium tank. Not these things that are rolling out, where you basically have an IS-3 with a shaped turret, and APCR ammunition as standard. That's, I'm a bit salty because I couldn't grind one out myself. Yeah, I played a couple hundred games and didn't get any of the medals at all. The worst op they've ever done. Yeah, so on the whole, the Panther 88 is actually quite recommendable now to buy. I don't expect you'll ever be able to earn it. But if you've got plenty of gold kicking around and you don't want to spend 15 odd thousand on the Glory IS-5, this is a fairly decent tank now. Yeah, very good. The gun is very nice. The aim time does feel quite long. The accuracy in that is so good. You do start to notice when the aim circle takes a long time to come down to such a small circle, but it is. It's very accurate. Very snipey. Great medium tank gun. It does suffer a little with sort of the lack of alpha for tier. I mean, it's an 88 and you're up against things with 122s, so you have to hit them twice for every time they hit you, but you can do it. Normally I wouldn't push to a position like this at the start of a game because before you didn't have the engine power and track traverse to get here safely. But now you can, and that changes the whole dynamic of the tank. It's gone from being a tank that would rush sort of, you know, not a forward position, but a position to be useful and then snipe from there. Whereas now, I wouldn't say it's a brawler yet. Definitely no brawler, because there's going to be quite a few tanks, but even with the upgraded track traverse of this tank. Right, there we go, aim time. I did pick up on it a little bit late, and that Fatherland pulls back without taking any damage again. Yeah, still things like tier 7-8 light tanks are still going to eat you for breakfast. You don't really have the armour to bounce them, and you don't have, even with the buff track traverse, you still don't have enough. Gun depression fail. Yeah, waste of a round, never mind. Anyway, so he's pushing in for some reason. There's 2 tier 8 mediums here. Don't know why he's doing that. Anyway, so on to this 4202 that's with me here. Wind of RNG. Seen him on the forums and stuff like that. Very good player. He did cock block me a bit at the start though. But happy to have a good player on my team. And together, well, you look at the results in him, he had more of an effect than I did, but together we start sniping at some shots and we're going to bring this game, hopefully, to a successful outcome. Yeah, so back to what the whole point of this video. Panther 88. Not a bad tank now at all. Look at this snipiness. Love it. Yeah, I'm side scraping. It's not pointless in this tank, but it just doesn't work like the equivalent heavy tank. So here we go, double tapping this prototype. I'm still on the standard rounds. Here we go, nice shots to the side of the turret. He's down. So it's 4 and 3. It's looking a bit more secure. Right, the 4202 it's a lot more manoeuvrable than the Panther, and you can see the size difference as well. That's another thing about it. Very, very big tank. Until you park next to a no-ho, but that's another story for another day. Right. Is that no knee? Just need to finish him off. Is he going to show his ass? But with the accuracy of what is basically the Tiger's gun, you can snipe out the little shots like that. So only for my kill number 2 in this game. We're capping. They have a Fatherland on full health. And a T25 sneaking around up there somewhere. Trying to get some spots on him. No. Doesn't look like it's going to show for a reset yet. Oranges, spotted the Fatherland. He's down there on full health. And he's on quite low health himself, so it's time to use the hit point pull I've got. We've worked fairly well together so far, apart from a few shots he blocks. Right, so I decide to load the gold rounds and go and stick power creep up this guy's ass. Yeah, you penned me, because I'm just a Panther. Gonna get him to turn here. That gives Wind some easy shots on him. Oh no, he didn't. He's gone facing Wind again, but I'm gonna come round, eat the shot. Boom. And he says Russian Armada. Anyway, so he seems to concentrate on Wind. Come on, double tap tap. One more. Fatherland down. Thank you very much. Right, so we're capping. And there's a T25 somewhere. So what do you reckon's going to happen first? Are we going to kill this T25? Or are we going to cap out? Or I got picked up on that shot just a little bit too late to get some more damage out of this game. You can see the green bar's ticking up. Yep, someone's getting an invader medal by the looks of it. There we go. Caps 100%. Try and get him to follow me. Was it 100%? We must have killed someone. Sat there for a very long time, hasn't it? Anyway, so victory in the Panther 88. Well, so there we go, guys. Nice daily double for the day. Daily double for the day, of course. 140,000 credits, decent XP, 4k damage, mastery 1, and only 3 kills. But good demo of now the buffed gun depression on this tank. And there we go, Wind takes top spot with a lot more damage and a lot more XP. Anyway, there we go, guys. Panther 88. It's in the tech tree, always has been, and now it's been buffed. Definitely something you should look at, maybe, if you do have some pocket change to spare. Anyway, cheers, guys. I'll catch you on the next one. See you later.